Hello, welcome to CASAC's online training program. This is one of 7 online trainings that we will bring to the community due to a grant from Cummins Jamestown Engine Plant, so we appreciate their support with this. We hope you enjoy. I'm Melanie Witkowski, the Executive Director of CASAC.
And I'm Lori Reynolds. I'm the Associate Director, Director of Program Services.
This online training will provide an overview of all CASAC programs and services available to youth as well as adults. Today's objectives, we're going to take a look at understanding what CASAC's mission and vision is. We're going to also look at promoting healthy behaviors utilizing CASAC programs and services. We're going to also take a look at what the referral process is. It oftentimes can be very confusing on how to refer someone to our program, so we want to make that process a little easier for you. As well as learning the supplemental resources that families and communities can utilize. CASAC's mission is to build a safe and healthy environment by effectively educating the community on positive life choices. In addition to providing drug and alcohol prevention education, we also provide a lot of life skills building resiliency, bully prevention, as well as other programs to continue on building healthy behaviors. In addition, our vision is a united community that encourages and supports healthy behaviors through prevention efforts. So we have 3 pillars at CASAC. We have educate, collaborate. If you're not on our wall of partners that we collaborate, reach out to us because we are all about collaborating. And our last pillar is motivate. We love to motivate our individuals that we work with, both youth as well as adults.
This is our Prevention Works umbrella of programs and services that we offer here at CASAC. Most of these are evidence-based programs that we implement in the schools, grades K through 12. But we also provide these programs with adults in the community as well. The life skills training is the Botvin's life skills training, and we actually implement this grades 3rd grade and up. And we also go into the colleges as well to implement the life skills training transitions program. We talk about different life skills and tools to resist. So self-esteem, decision-making skills, coping with anxiety, coping with anger, and some drug and alcohol education as well. To the right, we have the Prevention Plus Wellness, also known as SPORT. This is an evidence-based program that is just a one session where we go into the schools and teach the students about healthy habits. So eating healthy, exercising, making sure they get enough rest, and we talk about different energy drinks and sugary drinks so that they understand the different negative consequences of those and if they drink those. We also do a social norms approach where we talk about that most students their age are not using a specific drug. We also have the Too Good for Drugs program, which is another evidence-based program that we implement grades K through 12. Grades K through 2, we actually utilize a puppet, and the students just love the puppets. And we talk about kind of like the life skills training, it's just delivered a little bit differently, where we talk about those life skills of coping with anxiety and assertiveness skills, self-esteem and goal setting, and how to manage our emotions. And then the last 5 sessions are drug education, so education on alcohol, marijuana, prescription drugs, and street drugs. And then our awareness presentations, we offer those for students and adults, including teachers and staff. Some of those examples are our vaping presentation. We do the vaping presentation with students, but also for in-service days or superintendent's days. And then we do our hidden in plain sight for teachers or adults or parents, where we actually create a mock teenager bedroom, and the adults have to go through a scavenger hunt to find the different drug or alcohol paraphernalia and how to identify how they're hiding their drugs and alcohol. And we talk about signs and symptoms if their child is using and different things to look out for. These are our intervention services that we offer. We have a youth information referral, so that's our Teen Intervene program. It's brief intervention with adolescents experimenting with substance use or abuse or other risky behaviors, and this is generally for teenagers ages 12 to 19 who are experiencing mild to moderate problems associated with alcohol or drug use. And this does include vaping. It's about 3 to 5 sessions long, and the referrals come from probation, city courts, but most of our referrals actually come from schools, and we can go to the different school locations, or they can come to one of our offices for CASAC. There is a parent component that if the teenager is okay with, then we can see the parents as well as the students so that everybody's on the same page. We then make the referral, if necessary, to other agencies, including if we do a screening and we feel that they need an evaluation for treatment, we can make that warm handoff for treatment eval. We also can make a referral for a mental health screening and any other community-based organizations. We also do adult information referral. We usually get those referrals from city courts or probation, where we just provide drug and alcohol education for adults as well. And again, just like the youth, we can refer for outside services if needed. One of our biggest passions is we work with students or children living in a chemically dependent home. A child living in an addicted home is never an easy situation for them. They feel alone. They feel like it's their fault. And so CASAC provides those educational services for the children so that they know that they're not alone and they didn't cause their parents' use, and just different resiliency skills to give them so that they're less apt to use themselves.
In addition to youth-based programs, we also have our parenting programs. We have Active Parenting First 5 Years, which is for parents that have children birth to 5 years old. This is a 4-session program, and some of the components that are addressed are addressing children's behavior, child safety, how to bond with their child and build relationships up with them, parental self-care, how to appropriately discipline their child when they're misbehaving, preventing problems in the future, as well as encouraging positive behavior. The Active Parenting Program is 6 sessions, and that is for parents that have children ages 5 to 12 years old. This program explains the development of the child's brain, how to handle anger or frustration, how parents can help their child succeed in school, and the importance of contributing to the family responsibilities. And our last program is Active Parenting of Teens, which is for parents that have youth or teenagers ages 13 and up. And really this focuses not only on just drugs and alcohol, but also teens and technology, teen bullying, also discussing the brain development and how to improve communication between your teenager and yourself, especially with all the different social struggles they're dealing with. We also have our Impaired driver program for drivers that have been cited for driving under the influence of alcohol or other substances. We also have our Hope Chautauqua Coalition, which is an opportunity for the community to get involved. One of the big pushes that the Prevention Awareness Committee focused on is medication safety program called Take It to the Box, which encourages safe use, safe storage, and safe disposal of medication. So there's several different committees that individuals can take part in. You will see the Hope Chautauqua Leaders Board, which is basically the board of directors that help decide certain decisions for the Hope Chautauqua Coalition. There's also the Prevention Awareness Committee. They worked heavily on the Take It to the Box campaign. The Youth Advisory Committee that's working on building up youth empowerment in the community. The Medication Destruction Committee that has worked heavily on the deterra bags and take back days that are often happening in Chautauqua County. The Bright Spots Committee focuses on the positive things that are in the community. So many times we're focusing on the negative, and this committee really highlights those things that are going good in the community. We also have the Hope and Healing Committee, which brings different trainings and opportunities to increase knowledge for the community as well as professionals surrounding substance use disorder. So if you have any interest in joining the Hope Chautauqua Coalition, I'm sure they would enjoy your participation. Kelly Potter, the coalition coordinator, can be reached at kelly@casacweb.org, at the Dunkirk office, 366-4623.
This is our CASAC referral form, which you can actually access on our CASAC website. The link is to the left. If you have a student or a teenager or even just self-help, you can refer anyone from schools or probation or another outside organization to see us for Teen Intervene program, which is for the youth intervention services there listed below. Or you can refer a student who's living in a chemically addicted home. You can also refer an adult who is 20 years of age and older for education or intervention services. And then we also have our Awareness Theater program, which is for students of the ages of 12 to 18 who want to be involved in a group. It's kind of a mentoring program in a way because the leaders actually went through Awareness Theater themselves, and then it's a peer-to-peer mentoring program where they talk about dysfunction in the family, chemical use in the family, drinking and driving, bullying prevention, and there's a lot of different skits and scenes that they actually perform for younger students or students their age or for the community. So they actually act out the different scenes. We also have our parenting classes listed on here, so if you have a parent that's interested in those, you can refer them to us. And then we have the Impaired driving program as well. And as you can see kind of on the bottom there, it explains each of those services so that you can understand them, when to refer and where to refer. The Impaired driving program tells you the different locations that you can actually attend the 7-week class. And if you could please at the bottom put the reason for the referral. So maybe if it's mandated or self-referral, or what the student was exhibiting during school, and maybe they were vaping, and etc. So if you can just let us know that information, that'll be helpful so we can make sure that we meet the student's needs. Here's some supplemental resources that we thought would be very helpful for you. We actually collaborated with Cranky Plate Productions to provide this Prevention Works video library that just goes over the different ways to build resiliency skills. So things like self-esteem, how to make decisions, how to be assertive, how to have good communication skills. Those are just the type of life skills that we created for these Prevention Works video library. And I'm kind of chuckling because they're very, very funny and entertaining, and we actually use them for presentations for students, and they love them and they feel like they're really engaging and fun. So that's the website that you can access those. Anyone can use them for anything. Talk to Prevent is a little bit more geared towards parents to how to talk with your children about drug and alcohol prevention, and if they do tell you that they are using, what to do, how to say things, and what to do after that. There's some other help resources on our CASAC website, www.casacweb.org/help.php. So if you have any more questions and things like that, there's a lot of information on there.
If you have any additional questions or comments, please feel free to email me at melanie@casacweb.org.
Lori at casacweb.org, or you can contact one of our offices at Dunkirk or Jamestown, or you can also email us at info@casacweb.org for any general questions.
Stay tuned for the additional online training programs that we will have available. We have several different topics, including e-cigarettes and vaping. We have training on children living in a chemically dependent home. We also have adolescent signs and symptoms of drug abuse, and what community help resources are available in Chautauqua County. There will also be a training on marijuana and the development of the adolescent brain. And lastly, we will have a training that will focus on coping strategies when dealing with anger and frustration.